Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I'm coming real quick, ultra wide, up close and personal. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I want to tell you what I bought. Usually I do like a different type of video, I'll show you the chart, show you how much it can 10x or 50x or 100x. But I thought I'd just come like this, just keep it real. Tell you why I bought some more of this coin. Because I think it's going to have an insane movement, literally in the next few months, right? And it's not financial advice, high risk plays, put what you can afford to lose if you want to move with this, because I know what I'm doing. This is just me showing you what I'm doing. I bought some more Auki, which is an AI/robotics type of spatial computing type of project. And I just seriously think they're on point. Please look into Auki, right? A-U-K-I, or do you want to pronounce it Auki? I used to call it Auki, but I heard some of the founders call it Auki. When I look at this project, like the things that it's handling, the sectors that it's tackling, it makes me realize that actually they are so far on point with the way they're projecting themselves than what most projects are in AI. You see, in order to progress and to become successful in the future, you have to understand what's coming in the future, right? And this is why Auki's on point. Spatial awareness. Do you think much about it? People don't think about it. Have you bought yourself a robot recently? One of those little Hoover robots? Because I have one, or do you have one? Do you have a drone? I'm trying to think, do you have a Tesla car? I'm trying to think of all these different devices that involve spatial computing or to understand spatial awareness, for these devices to understand what it's like to be around a certain area. So, my little vacuum, my little AI robot Hoover, it kind of, before it even starts hoovering, it walks around the whole of my home and it learns the different rooms. It can scan the room and it sees what needs, what the space is like, right? That's spatial computing. And when you build AI into spatial computing, and then you have these robotics type of devices like my Hoover come about, that's the future. We look at it and go, wow. When people come to your house and they look down at your little Hoover, your vacuum, I don't know if you've got one, you'll have one in the future. There'll be a thing everywhere, right? And they will advance as well. But when you look down, you're like, rah, your little thing's moving around, cleaning up the floor. Man, it cleans the floor, it goes back, it empties itself, it charges itself, it comes back out again. I don't tell it to do flipping nothing much, just does it in its own time. But that's because of technology and how things are moving. Auki sees the future the same way I see the future, which is why I have to invest. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I don't care what you do. So some of the recent things that it's been looking at, which is what I've been looking at, is what the future is for tech giants, like your Meta. Facebook's Meta, right? He dropped that Orion sunglasses. Well, just glasses. And pretty soon, Apple, because Apple tried their thing with the Apple Pro, it just didn't really go down too well. Apple launches the Apple Vision Pro, big, bulky, chunky thing. Meta drops the Orion, slick, slim. I'm telling you now, we will wear our technology on our head. When you start looking at things in the future, it will be all within sort of like a spatial space. AR, augmented reality, will progress. XR, which is mixed reality, will progress. You're gonna love it. And your kids are gonna love it. Your kids are gonna grow up with it. My kids are gonna grow up with it. We were happy back in like 2005 and 2006 when you had your Nokia phones. Remember that? Your little Nokia, you play your little snake. You thought you was cool because you could get yourself an app that had like radio on it. Yeah, I got radio on mine. I got polyphonic ringtones. You're still on that monophonic, yeah. Dead. So as time's gone on, things have progressed, things have gotten better. You was happy when you had the first iPhone. You was happy when you had an iPhone 6. I was happy when I had the Samsung Galaxy 21. I've got the 22 Ultra now. It's not even the newest one. You see what I'm saying? Now there's an AI. There's a Galaxy AI 25. So three leaps ahead of mine. The phone that I'm talking to on, talking this on right now. Technology is moving fast, and it's going to continue to move. And they're going to make sure that they build AI inside it. Robotics is going to become a massive thing. It's living within us. They want drones to go around and drop people their deliveries. Have you seen Marcus Brownlee? I think that's his name. Can't remember. He's another influencer. He's big. He does like the unboxings and everything else. I think it's Marcus Brownlee. I think that's his name. Yeah. He showed a video, and you can look on it, how he got Amazon to deliver his package through a drone. And the drone just comes down and drops his package. Done. That's the future. But in order for that to work, it needs to understand spatial computing, because the drone needs to understand the space that it's in to understand where it needs to go. It needs to map it out and see things. So in the future, we will have glasses. Our kids are going to love the glasses. Meta is going to come strong with the glasses. It's going to force Apple. Maybe Nvidia is going to come strong with the Tesla car, electric cars, self-driverless cars, so autonomous cars. Things are going to change, man. Actually, when I think about it now, he who masters three things, robotics, AI, the spatial computing will become the biggest of them all. Because the VR stuff, like when we had like the glasses, that was just a taste of what was coming. That's what I think. I think we weren't there yet. We just had a taste of what was coming, and I liked it for the most part. But it's too heavy, too clunky, makes people dizzy and feeling sick and stuff. What happens when you get to that stage where people just put on glasses and that's it? Little things pop up in the room. You want a nice little telly there, just like that, just zoom the telly out. Your mum calls you out, mum? You know, she'd be on the glasses, like you can see her. It might be a small little thing there. But every time you move, she's with her, and then you can zoom her to make her bigger and stuff. Say, hey, mum, look at this. She's got her glasses on. Mum, look at this. All of a sudden, you're both looking at things in a spatial space. Games are just different. Back in the future, games will be different. People will play games like you never thought before. Like probably horror games will be mad because you'll have your glasses on. You just be sitting there. You know, you'd be sitting there. All of a sudden, you just see some scary thing just come up towards you. You're just like. You take them glasses off because it's going to get real. But for that to happen, you have to have good spatial computing. For your robotics to walk around, to clean up, to pick up, to move things and put it there, to help around your house, your robot needs to understand the space around it. It needs to be able to map things out so it can see where it's going. And if you want a decentralized one where the Amazons and the Googles don't control it, so when you're in your house and these Amazons robots can see what you're doing, know what you're buying, know what your kids are doing. People don't want that. I don't want that. It's gonna seem fun at first because you've got like Amazon just dropped this, Tesla just dropped that. Look at the Tesla robot, I'm getting one. But what happens when security gets breached? When the central authority can see stuff in your house, see you walking around naked, I'm just got to keep it real. The things that will come from it. This is why the decentralized robots sound more appealing. Because I think it's harder to brute force. Which is why the blockchain hasn't been hacked. Yeah, you can hack a token and just like hack a little pool and liquidity pool, and that's not the technology. The technology is harder to hack if it's decentralized. Which is why you see projects like Filecoin holding strong, because when you upload a file on Filecoin, it gets distributed across thousands of computers. Your one file is spread and like split into thousands of computers. Very hard to hack that. I'm telling you now, Auki for me is like a bad boy play. Yeah, man, that's a bad boy play. So I'm happy to buy some more. And I think in the long term, it's going to be, not even short term. It's next 6 months. In the next 6 months, I believe Auki will be setting new all-time highs. Mark my words. Last time I bought a coin like this and I went deep. Well, not massively deep. I bought Virtuals. Virtuals was the one. And I think Auki could be the next Virtuals. I feel like it will be because of the whole robotics side of things and how they're looking at robots. They're looking at the glasses, how the Google glasses will come about, the Apple glasses, the Samsung glasses, the Meta glasses. They're all going to come about. They're looking at things like autonomous systems, like like the self-driverless cars. You know, in the future, your favorite brands, your favorite branded cars might die out. Sounds crazy to think that there could be a new type of. I think Nvidia could become a massive a future car brand. Sounds crazy. because I think that when it comes to AI, he who can put the best AI software inside a car to become spatial aware will become the dominant of them all. And I think Tesla's going to kill it. I think Nvidia's going to kill it when they drop their own self-driverless cars. And all of a sudden, you've got Nvidia cars driving around. You've got Tesla cars driving around. Who wants a Nissan Micro? Who wants a Nissan? Who wants a Mercedes? Unless Mercedes start to come over to Nvidia and say, hey, listen, we want some of this. It's going to be different, guys. It's going to be different. But yeah, invest in technology or projects that's going to move with the future of technology. Invest in technology, or invest in companies that are going to move with the future of technology. I'm going to leave it here. If it's helpful, drop the like, give me a subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Cheers.